Rob agreed to come on and talk about his experiences before, during, and after his time at war, his successes, and his struggles, and how he got through them. Rob, thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
Hello. Wow, what an intro. Good Lord.
Got the day off from firefighting, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right on, man.
Luckily on vacation this week.
That's a good deal. Firefighting's kind of cool when it comes to that, right?
I love it.
Is it like that across the whole country? I know in California, it's like you work 24 hours, then you get 3 days off, then you work 24 hours, then you get 3. They get time off.
Yes. So
does everybody do it that way?
No. So there's different like schedules and shift patterns. The department I work for, we're currently on an 11-day work period. It's about to go to a possibly 10-day work period, and it's kind of funky. So we used to do 72-hour shifts. So it used to be 3 days on, 4 days off. And with our union and our collective bargaining, it's gotten cut down significantly because like the mental health issues, that's been at the forefront.
Wait, you do 72 hours straight?
Yes. So crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a schedule it's been around since like the 1970s. So now with like modernization, population growth, call volume, they take into account all that data and everything. And they're like, okay, that's like kind of way too long. So
yeah, because you don't get to necessarily sleep, right?
Yeah, depending on where you work. Like I work primarily in the city of Moreno Valley, so it's a pretty large city. I love it there. I've been there since 2014, and I was a firefighter there, paramedic there, and now I'm an engineer there. I was fortunate enough to go back there. But yeah, 3 days long, it can be rough at times. Like you really have to like truly depend on each other, especially when it's like big incident happens, just endless calls. But like that's what's so fun about it is just it's never ending. And that's what I love about the job, like in its totality, is that you never go into work and it's the same thing. Like you could have a plan, like last shift we were doing, like we had to redo the stickers on the ladders, and then you go into work and then all of a sudden the tones go off, then you're on a rolled over car on the freeway, something like that. Like I love it. It's the best job in the world because it's never the same thing, because I don't know what I'd do at a desk. It's
right on.
Yeah. So yeah, but the schedule patterns do change depending on department, what their call volume is. And it's crazy that like 65% of the nation is volunteer firefighters too. So in California, we're paid because we live in Southern California, like obviously like a geographical paradise, right? But the Great Basin causes a lot of these like horrific winds that just drive the fire season crazy, because it causes those Santa Anas with the wind pressure changes, and we just get those volatile winds. We just happen to live in that area of the country where wildfires run crazy.
Yeah, we do.
But where else would you rather live though?
Nowhere.
Yeah, because you can go to the mountains, the beach, everywhere. I love it down here.
Yep, California's epic. Well, we'll get into some of that firefighting stuff, but let's get a little bit. I want to just get a little bit of background on you. So, where you grew up in California, right?
Yes, sir.
What was that all about?
Grew up in Buena Park, so right next to Knott's Berry Farm. That was actually like my first job.
What'd you do there?
I worked at Lucy's Lunchbox, and then I worked at Edison in Soak City, like the water park, during the summers, and I did food service. This was my very first job. My mom took me over there, dropped me off. I did like a little interview. They're like, "Oh, you're hired."
Were you like 16?
Yeah, I was 16. So it was really fun. It was good for like the times. I actually still talked to a couple of guys that I worked there with, but for a 16-year-old, it was great. So it was a lot of fun.
And what'd your parents do?
My mom's a bus driver, so she worked for OCTA for well over 30 years, I believe, like 33 years. So she like instilled in me like the work ethic. She'd get up 3 a.m, go drive her route, come back, pick me up from school. Always there. My dad worked for Food for Less as like a distribution. I believe he did like truck distribution, and he bounced when I was 8. So one day he came in and said, "I'm going to go live with Uncle Dan for a little bit." I didn't understand like what that meant. I have a daughter who's 7 now, so now it's starting to hit me like, holy crap, like that was kind of like the age, like her birthday is in a couple months, and my dad came in and said, "I'm going to go live with Uncle Dan for a little bit." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll see you later," because I didn't understand what that meant as a child. And he left for a year, didn't call, didn't write. I asked where he was on my birthday. My mom's like, "I don't know, I haven't heard from him." And like, give all credit to my mom, like she kind of shielded us from all of that crap that we didn't need to know.
Yeah, that's legit.
Fighting that battle for like myself and my sister, like, cause I had no idea what was going on. I didn't understand like why my dad wasn't around. And, little did I know like that caused, and we can get into it a little later on. Like my dad leaving was like the seed that was planted, that why, the trauma that I went through in Iraq was like so horrific, because it like planted the seed of like abandonment. So like when my friends passed away in the military, like it dug up all those old feelings from when I was a child and developing, and it caused a lot of problems.
But when you're 8, you're just like, oh, well, where was Dad coming back tomorrow?
I was playing Game Boy, and I knew my Uncle Dan, like just from holidays and stuff, but like we just had this like very estranged relationship. Like I was growing up, they went to, it was like a vicious court battle. I remember they wanted me and my sister to testify, and my mom stopped it. She's like, absolutely not. Like she was great. She protected us from everything. Like a great role model, instilled the work ethic. But then he would get me and my sister every 2 weeks. But like our relationship like wasn't there. Like I collected baseball cards and coins when I was a kid. Like I told you, like I'm a dork, but like I collected like baseball cards, and he was still buying me that when I was like 14. I was like, Dad, I'm not even into this anymore. It was just, he went from like being my father who was always around to like this just man that I now had to go with every 2 weeks. And it was just, I don't know, we kind of like grew apart.
So what were you into in like school and whatnot?
So I played football at halftime. I was in the band. So I went to school in La Palma, California. I went to Kennedy High School.
Right on.
I was in the drumline. So, yeah. So it started in 4th grade. My mom dropped me off one day. I said I wanted to play drums, and just took off from there.
Did you play like rock and roll as well?
Oh yeah. So I had a drum set. One of my best friends, Sean, he played guitar. So I'd go on like tabcrawler.com and kind of taught myself how to play guitar and bass. Was I any good? Probably not. Absolutely not. I could like fiddle around and do some power chords, but I was super, super into band.
What kind of music did you like?
So me and my wife just went to Warped Tour this last weekend.
Jack. Nice.
So that kind of like encompasses like the style of music that I really like Rise Against, Seosin, Pennywise. We saw Anberlin. They were incredible. Like, it was great. State champs, like just pop punk. I think like A Day to Remember would be like my ideal band, where I'm like the super hard breakdowns, like drop D guitar, like chugging breakdowns, and then super poppy choruses like I miss her. I love it. That's like the best style. But yeah, so I had a drum set, tried to start a couple bands in high school. It's just trying to get a bunch of 16, 17-year-olds to like get on the same page.
Did you name any of the bands?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.